Bryce Mitchell coming in, fighting bantamweight for the first time. 135 going up against Said Nurmagomedov. What'd you think of the fight?
I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was a great fight for Bryce to come in because I was a little concerned because Said's really good. He's just good movement, all of those things. And Bryce is not a fast fighter. But I knew if Bryce was able to get his hands on him, he'd have an opportunity to get this fight to the ground and control the game. But could he take him down? Could he control him? Would he be able to attack submissions? Would he not? Like, towards the end of the fight, he was just controlling top position. No threats of submissions. It kind of upset me a little because I want to see you finish fights. Bryce Mitchell is a good grappler, but you've got to look. I know that this is your first time at 135. Did the weight cut affect him a little bit in the later rounds? Because he didn't look tired, but what he didn't look like, he wasn't overly aggressive in trying to attack the submissions. And that makes me think that you were maybe a little bit more tired than you wanted to be because you didn't want to lose position because you know the fight was a good fight. It was back and forth battles, close rounds, whatever it was, good scrambles. But all of those things, you don't know how the judges are going to score it. It really comes down to that, especially we're in Abu Dhabi or Dubai or wherever. Like, you don't know. And, I wonder if over there, if they hold a little grudge against Bryce Mitchell a little bit here and there. So if he went over there and, and it was a close fight, what do you think's going to happen? So, look, I thought he fought good for his first fight at 135. I think he belongs at 135. As long as it's not a problem for him making the weight, I think he belongs there.
I look at it, I thought that Bryce Mitchell actually had a game plan in this that, hey, we've watched Nurmagomedov multiple times. He gets tired. We've seen him get tired in the past. So let's just push him as much as we can in the beginning first round. Let's try to put a lot of pressure on him. Let's get him where his arms are getting a little heavy, where, he starts to slow down. And I think that's really why he won the fight. He got hit with a huge knee, in the beginning of that fight. That hurt him bad. He survived that, but it was, he lost that first round, and then he comes back. He wins the second round, and by the third round, Nurmagomedov was tired, and Bryce actually had gas, and that was the difference in the fight. I mean, it's not, again, it's to sit there and say, why didn't you finish the fight? Nurmagomedov is good. It's not to sit there and say you're going to get a submission against him. Not exactly. But there were moments, and this is what the whole thing I was thinking of when I'm watching that fight is Bryce has got to get his head off of, I'm on the ground, I'm looking for a submission all the time. There was times, if you remember, he had the arm, in what would end up being a straight arm lock if he was able to get his other hand to it, or it could have turned to the Kimura. But, he's got Said's arm out straight. And that's his far arm, and he's got his other arm underneath Nurmagomedov's head. And all he's got to do, put it over the top and start bringing elbows. Put it over the top, bring elbows down. Do things to damage your opponent so the submission becomes easier. And right now, he doesn't do that. He's looking for the submission. He wants the submission, and so he's trying to force it. He tried forcing the head and arm choke. How many times? How many times in the fight you're looking, stop trying to force it. Do the things that are going to make it happen easily. And that's where he really has to change as a fighter. If he does that, when he gets to the ground, man, he's dangerous. He's dangerous in the fact that you're worried about those submissions. So it's going to open up the strikes because you are worried about his positioning and his submission attempts.
Yeah, I look at Bryce. I think he's got the ability to make a splash in the 135-pound division. I think it's good. This group of fighters, they're going to learn a lot from Bryce because of the pressure, the relaxation, his ability to be aggressive in the wrestling. Obviously he needs to work on his striking, but he won't get bullied around at 135 like he was at 145.
I agree.
Those guys at 145 started bullying him around. It just was too much.
Yeah.
And so I think him being at 35 is a good move for him. He's going to have to work on his striking though, because the speed's going to get him with the hands and the kicks if he doesn't work on his defense, at least defensive striking.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good move for him. Said's a tough fight, good intro fight for him at 135, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens for Bryce Mitchell next. This episode is brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you guys YouTube 150 for the promo code. Also, Element, use the link in the descriptions down below. Any product you buy from there, they will send you a bonus package of product
if you use our link down below. Element's amazing, man. I love it. And I want to say thank you, man. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support us.